I'm telling you right now, do not spend this 1983 coin that you see in this video because it sold for a ton of money, and the last thing you want to do is accidentally spend one of these coins. They're selling online today for a ton of money. Please do not spend them, and let's hop right into this video. This first coin is a 1983 P Jefferson nickel, graded by NGC at a mint state 65 with the full steps on the back. So if you zoom in on the front of the coin, at the bottom right area near the date, you're going to see a P mint mark standing for the Philadelphia Mint. Now, depending on where your coin was produced will dictate the value, mainly because of the supply and demand. Depending on which mint produced your coin, there's going to be more or less coins produced. So whether it's the Philadelphia Mint, the San Francisco Mint, or the Denver Mint, typically speaking, Philadelphia will produce more coins than San Francisco and Denver. In this example, you've got the 5 full steps on the back. So on the back of the coin, you're going to see Jefferson's house, Monticello, and above the word Monticello, you will see these steps. Now, these steps are very important when it comes to collecting, buying, or selling coins, because if your coin has the full steps, that means it will increase in value only if the coin is mint state. Mint state coins mean that the coin never went out into circulation or pocket change. So those full steps on the back are the highest point in the coin, they get worn down the quickest, and they are the hardest to strike during the minting process. What you need to know is that look at your 1983 coin, see if it has the full steps, look to see if it's in this good a condition, and then you may have a coin that sold for $288 like this one. $384 for this 1983 1-cent coin. So one thing I want to point out quickly is the fact that there is no mint mark on this coin. If your coin has no mint mark, there is a very high probability that your coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. That is just how it goes. Denver and San Francisco have a D and an S respectively on the coin. Now, PCGS graded this one at a mint state 66 red. Now, when I say red, what does that mean? Well, when these coins are first being produced, they all come as red. Red is the intended mint state color for these coins. Typically speaking, red coins will bring more money than red, brown, and brown coins, but that's not always the case. You can see there's a bit of tarnishing happening on this coin where there's some brown discoloring going on. That's not a huge deal when it comes to the value of this coin, but the big value add on this specific coin is the fact that this is a doubled die reverse. Now, this DDR has some pretty apparent doubling happening, which is really great for us because sometimes this doubling is hard to see, but in this example, there is some very clear doubling happening on the bottom of the coin. You can see specifically in the words 1 and cent, you have the doubling happening there. This example, because it has a double die reverse meaning the back of the coin, it sold for $384. Here's a Kennedy half dollar. So this is a genuine United States 50-cent piece that was produced in 1983. This coin sold for $660. One thing you will notice on this coin is this very beautiful rainbow toning happening on the right hand side of the coin. Toning usually just happens during the storage process of a coin. The coin will get oxidized with whatever is happening around the coin will be reacting with the metals in the coin that cause a discolored look. Now, toning like this can either increase or decrease the value of the coin based upon the collector collecting the coin. Someone will look at this coin and think that it looks really nice, while another collector may look at it and think that it's not that attractive. What you need to know is that if you have a coin that looks like this, there's a good chance that you should get it graded by a company like NGC or PCGS, because that will really increase the value of your coin in the long run. This coin sold for $660. Here's an uncertified no S proof set. So if you look closely at these coins, they all have an S mint mark on them, except the Roosevelt dime at the top right there. The S mint mark stands for the San Francisco Mint where the coins are produced, but there was an error on that specific Roosevelt dime, and that is so challenging to come by. So if you have a 1983 Roosevelt dime, look for the no S coin, but it must be a proof because this example sold for $720. This coin is very cool. So here's a 1983 Denver minted coin. It's a 1-cent coin graded by PCGS at a mint state 65, and it sold for $1,020. That is because this coin was struck on 100% unplated zinc planchet. So the type of metal this coin was struck on was wrong. Whether this was intentional or not, it is unknown, but if you ever come across a coin that looks like this, what you're going to want to do is weigh the coin to assure that it weighs the proper amount. A normal 1983 coin is going to weigh differently than an unplated zinc planchet coin like this one that sold for $1,020. Here's a coin that sold for $1,200. It is a 1983 DDO or double die obverse coin. Now, the obverse doubling on this coin is a bit harder to see here. Sometimes they are so challenging to see that the only way you can tell if you have a true DDO or DDR is by looking at certain contact marks that happened during a specific mint run. Because this is a DDO double die obverse coin, it sold for $1,200. Here's another Roosevelt dime. This one is a proof coin. You can tell it's a proof coin because of the shiny backdrop or field of the coin. This proof coin should have had an S mint mark, but it did not. It got graded by NGC at a proof 70, and it sold for $2,760. All right, here we have it. This coin sold for $3,120. It's a 1983 cent coin, graded by NGC at a mint state 61 brown. So this is a pretty beat up example, but it's still considered to be mint state. And the big factor here is the fact that it was accidentally struck on a bronze planchet. This is a transitional coin that weighs 3.0 grams. So if you have a 1983 coin, make sure you weigh it, because you could have a bronze planchet transitional coin like this that sold for $3,120. Now, if you want to learn more about coins and paper money, we have a completely free ebook down below. Click on that link, get your free coin ebook, and we'll see you in the next video.